Hey guys, welcome back to another daily recap. So today we're going to go over the trades I took on WHLM as well as Facebook. I took a trade, I guess a piece in each account. So we're going to go over both accounts and both trades and what happened in each trade that I placed today. But today was extremely frustrating, I'll say that. I definitely lost a lot, and it wasn't, my biggest loss of my career by no means, but it's just trading on emotions all day today. Very frustrated, and I just let it get the best of me. I just let my losers run for no reason, and I fell asleep last night, and I woke up today just not feeling it. I had a bad dream about losing a lot of money in stocks, and I've just got very emotional about my trade today. Just wasn't my day. I'll say that. Just definitely wasn't my day. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into each trade here. I'm going to break down exactly what happened and, the mentality I had while I was losing and all that. So this should be a fun one. See you there. And right there for the break. Break the 1 minute high. So there. Never broke. Partial filled. I just realized that I was partially filled. And it ended up breaking after all, which kind of sucks. So it's having a little resistance there, that's okay. I don't know if that was a loss. I think so. Yeah, I couldn't get filled up there. Yeah, small loss. That sucks. About the dip there. Minute 69. Probably a little too early. There's VWAP. I'm gonna have to stop out here. I had to. So I'm definitely down on the day now. Why I held it that long, I can't give you an answer. I was hoping for a bounce, and like I said, why I held that, no idea. Shouldn't have held that. I knew where that was gonna go. I thought, I bought a pretty good sized dip. I would expected to see a bounce once it hit 50. I was expecting a bounce. It was a big drop, and the whole time I was debating. I didn't sell because the whole time I was debating a VWAP that I could probably just add and see it push higher. But as soon as it broke below VWAP and then it kind of bounced here, I was like, okay, like I really just need to stop out already before this gets even bigger. So, it kind of sucks. I bought in the 69 area because there's resistance here, and it was kind of holding the 50 area. As soon as it hit 53, I was like, okay, like it's not really breaking yet. Then it broke to 45 and then it bounced back to 50. I was like, okay, well, I can add or I could just hold it. I'll wait, I'll see. And then it broke lower and I was like, okay. I was like, let me wait till VWAP. Waited till VWAP, and that just kept going. I was like, okay, this is clearly just giving out, it's not holding. So coming into WHLM, I had noticed, I missed this huge move here. I did attempt to get an entry there, and I was also debating whether I should or shouldn't, but after I seen a huge climb, after that big drop, there was a big drop here, false break, I was like, oh, okay, it pulled back quite a lot and it bounced up. It actually had a small bounce off the 9 EMA, like basically perfectly. And I decided, okay, if this candle can hold, I'll get in for the next candle to make a 1 minute high. The next candle opened, it kind of dropped and it wasn't really doing anything for a little bit, and then it surged and I missed an opportunity. So I figured, okay, now it's holding 10 pretty well. It's holding this 10 area, very well. There's resistance here at 975, some more resistance here at 950. It's like it's holding 10, fairly well. I might even get in for the next 1 minute high on this candle. I might not even wait for a 2 candle pullback. I'll just wait for the next candle. So that was the idea behind it. I was waiting for this to settle out, holding 10, fairly well. I expected a break at 10 here, but I didn't expect such a dramatic break. At this point, I was just looking for a 2 candle pullback, then another surge higher for the break of the all-time high, or the daily high. So, it's holding 10, holding 10, holding 10. And then we get a huge flush all the way down to 960. The big flush to 960, and I was like, wow, this candle went from 10 all the way to 925, a 75-cent drop. This went from 1030 all the way to 950. That's about the same size drop as this previous candle. So I got in here. I decided, okay, let me bounce, I expect to bounce through this. Then it hits 950, and I was like, okay, I bought in a little too early, maybe around 970. That's that's okay. Then it kept dropping. I had seen it broke, and it was still hovering in the 950 area. Then it went back below into the 40s, and then all the way down to VWAP, which was 30. And I was not expecting that. At this point, I had seen the 5-minute, and I was like, that's really not looking good. The 10-minute was looking absolutely terrible. And once this 1 minute opened, it dropped below VWAP. I honestly doubt, from all the red volume coming in, that it was going to make its way above VWAP and surge to the highs again. So I decided to exit on this small pop here before it, quickly went back down. And, throughout the rest of the day, it just broke its way down even further. There was really no bounce to this, which caught me by surprise. I was really, really surprised. Especially knowing that this candle bounced pretty well. All these red candles, for the most part, bounced pretty well. And, this actually held 10. It held 10 fairly well. So I was really thinking that this can hold the 950 area at least, especially with these two huge surges. We had some big moves here. I was at least thinking that this can hold the 950 area, maybe break below it and then bounce above it. But there was no bounce to this whatsoever. And eventually it gets halted going down, and that's kind of the end of the move. So 309, 13, 15 area right here is basically where I got filled, and it looks like it's going to keep moving up. I bought puts, betting it's going to go down. I'm definitely losing on it right now, but I'm still hoping. I'm looking at the SPY. Yikes, moving higher. I probably bought in way too early, if I'm being totally honest, but I might have to stop over the loss on this one too. I'm waiting to see if this can finish low and hold below 310 and then break below and keep breaking lower, but nope, open high there. I'm just gonna stop out, dude. It's already $100 loss, so might as well. This is what I don't understand. It looks like it's having a real struggle even doing anything above 10. That's why I want to hold, because I just want to see if this is for sure gonna break below VWAP again, or if it's just gonna go sideways. What's this gonna do? So I'm just gonna stop out of stupid Facebook too. I'm just gonna close it. This is kind of ridiculous. I just closed it. I just closed it right there. So another $130 loss on Facebook. I'm just not having it today, dude. Today's just not my day, I guess. Well, whatever. So on Facebook, I was originally in here at 309, 18, somewhere around that level. And the reason I got it is because the SPY, is kind of looking like this formation here. It was, candle after candle after candle, just going down, down, down. And I was like, okay, this is awesome, Facebook was kind of trading in tangent with that one. Whenever the SPY would move up or make a quick little pop, Facebook would also make a quick little pop. And then, if the SPY went down, then Facebook would go down. But I noticed Facebook was strong on the long side, just because it was having a hard time breaking lower. But when I had seen the SPY finish like this candle here, I figured, it opened low, it's going to make its way lower, and we're going to, see a solid move to the downside. Facebook, it looks like it's curling right here, and this is where we could see the, this is its micro pullback or small pullback, and then it can actually, make its way even further. So I got in for an early entry here because I believed, this can actually move lower. A little to my knowledge, though, the SPY had just finished its pullback, and then it was, running back up again. So same with Facebook, it pulled back a little bit, and then it just started running up here slowly but surely. And once it hit VWAP, it ended in a doji candle here. It didn't hit VWAP necessarily, but it got close. And so when it ended in that candle, I was like, oh, okay, perfect. I got in a little early. That's okay. Then, you see this red hammer doji. And I was like, oh, shoot. Now it's going to go even higher. Next thing you know, it goes even higher. I wait for a VWAP curl. It was having a real hard time breaking over 310.50. And I was like, okay, now we can see the curl back down. We end up seeing a curl back down. It's slow, but it ends up doing it, and it gets to around 309.50. Here, I was debating whether I should sell or not. And the only reason I didn't sell, I was going to stop out with a loss regardless. The only reason I didn't sell and stop out with a $50 loss, $40 loss, was because I had seen the 5-minute here. I'd seen the 5 minutes and it finished low. It opened pretty low, and I was like, wow, okay, that I should probably hold it for a move back down to 309. Facebook just made its curl to VWAP, and now it's curling back down. It's finishing a red doji candle. It's looking really good back to the downside. Same with the 10-minute. It's finishing in a shooting star type of doji here. And I figured, okay, I can hold this and it's gonna make a move even lower. Then it ends up curling here. It keeps going and then bounces above VWAP and keeps going to 311, then 312, and the move just kept going without me, and I just got extremely frustrated. This entire move, I will be completely honest, was just on emotions. I had mentioned in a previous video, usually I win in my options account and lose in my stock market account, or vice versa. Same idea with this one. I figured, well, I just had a big loss in my stock market account. I could probably make it back in my options account. And, obviously that didn't happen. I had an even bigger loser I had, a big loss in my options account. So, the emotions really, really took over today, and it just wasn't my day. I just, let them get the best of me, and, I just got to control that aspect of my trading. As me mentioned in a previous video, this is one of the things I really, really need to work on. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do tomorrow. Maybe I might take a day off from trading and, just take a little break and, really understand how to control my emotions. I'm definitely going to look into this, ways in monitoring my emotions, or at least, being aware while in the middle of a trade. So we're going to try and figure something like that out. But this was my Facebook trade. So to wrap it all up here, I finished down $259.74 in my stock market account, and I also finished down $126 in my options trading account, for a total of $385.72 down on the day. Basically $400. So a huge loss today. I've had bigger losses, but this is still something that I seriously need to work on. The emotions are a huge part of trading. The psychology behind is such an important thing. I know all the strategies, all this, whatever. You can know everything, but if you don't have control over your emotions, things like what happened to me today can continue happening. So, I have progressively small winners here and there, and then I have a huge loser such as today. Same with last week. I started Monday with, a big loser, then slowly made it back during the week. So I really need to work on possibly my strategy, and, maybe the strategy is what's going to give me confidence behind a trade. But, I gotta figure something out in regards to my emotions, emotional control. So we're going to go ahead and finish off this video, and we'll be back tomorrow surely with another daily recap. I'm going to go ahead and see, what the market brings, and, make the best of it for sure. So if you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.